Firelight Dialogues, Volume 1, Number 8, The Search for Inner Light. Hello, and welcome to Firelight Dialogues. I'm your host, Pat Cansor. There's a moment, quiet, private, where every person pauses long enough to wonder, is there something glowing inside me, something deeper than thought, older than fear? Today, we'll explore one of humanity's most enduring spiritual instincts, the belief in an inner light. A spark, a flame, a hidden brightness that connects us to the sacred. Different cultures give it different names. Different traditions used different metaphors, but all of them pointed toward the same mystery. The idea that wisdom is not only found out there, but also in here. And as always, we walk this path with conversation, not confrontation. So take what you need, leave the rest, live and let live, and as we walk together today, keep asking, where is the life lesson in this? Pull your seat close, the fire is warm and waiting. The oldest light could be said to be the fire in the human chest. Since the first sparks were struck in prehistoric caves, humans have seen light as more than a survival tool. Light became symbol, meaning, spirit. Ancient Indo-European peoples spoke of the inner fire, a spark from the gods placed in mortal bodies. The Vedic tradition called it Agni, the flame of consciousness. The Greeks called it Psyche, the breath, soul, glowing within. The Gnostics called it the divine spark, a shard of eternity trapped in matter. Zarathustra saw it as Asha, the moral clarity burning within each person. Different cultures, same intuition. There is something luminous inside us. Let's explore Egypt and the hidden flame. Egyptian mystics believed that the heart housed the soul's light. When the heart was weighed, it was not simply about morality, it was about luminosity. A heart aligned with the truth was light, literally light, because it resonated with Ma'at. To live truthfully was to keep the inner flame steady. To live falsely was to dim it. And this brings us to our first life lesson today. Integrity is not about perfection. It's about clarity. Let us consider Gnostic sparks in the search within. Gnostic teachers believed the universe was a vast spiritual exile, but the soul carried a spark from the higher realms, a reminder of where we came from. To them, enlightenment wasn't learning new things, it was remembering. They taught, you are not a vessel waiting to be filled. You are a lamp waiting to be lit. The Gnostic path wasn't about obedience or ritual or dogma. It was about awakening. And even though the ancient world sometimes feared them, their message is timeless. Look inward. Ask better questions. Seek the truth beneath the surface. Take a breath. Ask yourself quietly, when was the last time you felt a moment of clarity, a moment of intuition, insight, or peace that came from nowhere and yet felt ancient? Moments like this are whispers of the inner light. Zoroastrianism centers on one of the most beautiful metaphors in world religion, light as truth. They believe light equals truth and darkness equals the lie. Not truth as doctrine or dogma, but truth as alignment with justice, compassion, and a clarity of purpose. In this worldview, every human being participates in a cosmic battle. Not by fighting demons, but by keeping their inner flame bright. Zarathustra taught, good thoughts, good words, good deeds. This is how the world is renewed. The inner light isn't abstract, it's ethical, practical, lived. Light in the darkness? Early Christians often spoke of the light within. The light shines in the darkness. Let your light shine before others. The eye is the lamp of the body. These are metaphors for awareness, for awakening something deep inside. The Desert Fathers and Mothers, those early contemplatives, believed the inner light grew strongest in silence, in simplicity, in self-examination. They weren't trying to escape the world, they were trying to see it clearly. And that clarity required stillness, a lesson we still need today. Why does the inner light matter? So what ties all these traditions together? The idea that the sacred is not always external, in temples, in rituals, in hierarchies or doctrines, but internal. In the conscience, in the imagination, in the intuition, in the quiet knowing and the spark of compassion, in the desire for wisdom, and in the courage to change. Every culture that believed in the inner light also believed this: you are more than your circumstances, more than your fears, more than your mistakes. The inner flame is not ego, it is potential. It is the part of you that refuses to stay small. And perhaps the ultimate life lesson here is your inner light is not something you find, it's something you uncover. As we close today's dialogue, I want to offer a quiet invitation. Spend one moment tomorrow in complete stillness. No agenda, no performance, no expectation. Just breathe and listen. You might hear something ancient and familiar. The same whisper that guided prophets, mystics, poets, and seekers for thousands of years. The whisper of your inner light. So take what you need from today, leave the rest, live and let live, and keep asking, where is the life lesson in this? Thank you for joining me by the fire. I'm Pat Cansor, and this has been Firelight Dialogues. Meet you at the fire next time for episode 9.